today I'm coming at you with a story time. I don't know how to start this one. This one kind of gets me a bit aggravated. But basically, you can't trust people. Ever. You think everything's fine, you think everything's good, and then bam, it's not good anymore. So basically, this goes back to like, let's see, I'm gonna say grade 8. Yeah, about grade 8. It must have been grade 8, grade 9. So I met this girl in French class, and didn't really talk to her before. And we're in this French class now, so might as well talk to people, because when you go to class and you don't really know anybody, but you have like that one friend and they have another friend, and then you all start talking. That's how I got to be friends with this girl, and everything was really good. She seemed like she was such a nice person. She was very genuine, and she was strange. But I like strange. I'm strange. Hello. Like, I use made-up words all the time. I use function for everything. Pass me the function. We have to go function. Do you remember that time that those two did do that thing and they function? There you go. So, being that I was weird, she was weird, and like, oh my god, we're gonna be like best of friends. So, as you all know, I am very much into Hello Kitty. It is like my thing, and she was into Japanese things. I'm like, Hello Kitty, Japan, we gonna mix well. So she introduced me to something called J-pop and K-pop. J-pop is Japanese pop, and K-pop is Korean pop. So you guys know like Psy and his Gangnam Style thing. So like that kind of music. And I kind of got into it, and we were into it together and everything, and also our other friend. And it was like the three of us kind of like really liked K-pop, and then we started watching like Japanese dramas and Korean dramas and different things like that. So everything was fine, and I mean, we used to hang out. No, we did. It wasn't even used to, like every day during the school week and sometimes during the weekends. We would all hang out and we would talk about things, and like we became really, really good friends. I thought this girl was going to be at my wedding. This girl and I had planned to go to Korea together, and like, the three of us, me, the other friend, and the girl, and like we had planned all this out. We're going to Korea together. It's gonna be like so much fun. It's gonna be wonderful. And this girl was like my sister. She was like my sister. At the time, I was closer to her than I was with my own sisters. Like, I knew more about her than I did my own sisters. And that's the type of friendship that you think this is going to last forever. That this girl's going to be at my wedding. I'm going to be at her wedding. And, like, she's going to be in my children's lives. I'm going to be in her children's lives. Our children are going to go to school together. And things were amazing. We really, really became, like, we were very, very close. Like, almost every day at one point I'd be at her house, or she'd be here, and we'd go to like Chinatown and hang out, or we'd go for like bubble tea, or we'd go try like new Korean restaurants, and we'd do a bunch of different things. Like, we were really, really close. She wanted to be a fashion designer, and sorry about that. Camera kind of lost some memory, was running out of memory space. But anyway, yeah. She wanted to be a fashion designer, and she was a very good drawer. Like, but she wasn't drawing like, the typical thing. She was more into the abstract, like really weird, funky stuff. But she was really, really, really good at it. So she said, I want to be a fashion designer, but I want to do more like runway stuff, not like Walmart, JCPenney, and Michael Kors, that kind of fashion. Like, she wanted to do more like the runway stuff, and like the more abstract, the weird stuff that really gets you to think. And I was very supportive. She wanted to go to LaSalle College, and well, go ahead, do your thing. You want to go and be a designer? You want to go do these things? Go right ahead. At the time, I wanted to be a veterinarian. Since the day I was born, I was supposed to be a veterinarian. Things didn't work out in the end, but like she was very supportive. Oh yeah, you're gonna be a veterinarian. It's gonna work out for you. Things changed. I decided, okay, the end of high school, we're all applying for like colleges and stuff. I did not get into veterinarian school. I was very, very mad. That's a whole different story time for like, oh, that one. Maybe I'll tell you that story later. I'll see, I'll think about it. But yeah, didn't work out. So I said, well, what the hell am I gonna do now? Like, what am I going to do? So I decided, well, why not go teach English in Korea? And she was like, English in Korea. You like Korea, you wanted to be a teacher at one point in life too, so mesh the two together, I'm gonna go be an English teacher in Korea. And at the time, I thought she was very supportive. And it was around, oh, it must have been, let's see, when did I meet Alexa? Must have been like 18, 19 years old. And was it then? Yeah, it was then. So at the time, this girl and I were friends. We used to go every year to this like K-pop show thing put on by a different CJ, Marianopolis. They had like a Asian club thing, and they used to put on like K-pop performances. It was like this big thing. So it was like the weekend of my birthday, no joke. So Friday we went to the show. Saturday we hung out. Sunday we went to my birthday dinner. Monday all hell broke loose. We had the whole weekend, and I thought everything was fine, everything was wonderful, things were great, everything was beautiful. I had like a really good birthday weekend, and I was really happy that I had been spending it with her. So the day is going by Monday, and Alexa, you all know Alexa, the one, you know, with bangs, long hair. We did the Chubby Bunny challenge together, and Pretty Little Liars tag, and she went, anyway, I'll put the links to those videos I'm with Alexa in the down bar below, if I remember. And so Alexa texted me, I think the girl posted something about you on Tumblr. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, go check it out. So I go now, because back then we were all really into Tumblr. I don't do Tumblr as much anymore, but yeah. So I'm reading this thing, and there were no names mentioned, but it basically went along the lines of, I have a friend, she wants to go be a teacher in Korea, and she's absolutely delusional. Like, after high school, you know, we're all supposed to grow up, we're not supposed to, like, stay children, blah, 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 all this kind of crap. And she's basically saying, like, I'm going nowhere in my life, I'm never going to, you know, succeed in becoming an English teacher in Korea. I think that Asians and all the Asian things are they're my possessions, all this kind of weird shit. And I'm sitting there reading this, and I'm like, well, there's no way this is about the other friend who also likes the Asian stuff, because she doesn't want to be a teacher in Korea. I do, and basically the only two people that were friends with this girl who liked the Korean stuff was me and the other girl. So I'm thinking to myself, we just had the best weekend ever. We had so much fun. Everything was fine. And then she's gonna go post this thing, expecting me, like, what, I'm not supposed to see this? I'm not supposed to, you know, to do anything about, you know, this kind of stuff? Do you know how much shit I put up with this girl? So much I put up with this girl. I tried to help her find a job. Her and I went out one time, put out 30 CVs each. We walked up and down the streets, and every store that we passed, we didn't care if it was a clothing store, a pet store, a grocery store. We put in our CVs together, and we tried 30 CVs each. That's 60 CVs. And I tried to get her a job at my workplace, where I work now, and I've been working there for about 5 years. It'll be 5 years next year. But I tried to get her a job at my workplace. She used to come talk to me about all the problems that she was having with her family. Her mother locked her out in the middle of a snowstorm. The girl ended up having to come back to my house to sleep over. I told her, don't worry, you could come stay by me anytime. If you really don't want to be around your mother, you can come and you can stay at my house. Don't worry, I got your back. You're like my sister. Don't worry about it. Anytime you're in trouble, call me, I will come get you. Call me, I will come and, you know, save you from whatever the hell's going on. You need me, I'll be there. After all that kind of stuff I did for this girl, she's gonna go turn around and talk shit behind my back. Not even, like, you know, to other people that we know on Tumblr, to thousands and millions of just, like, random people, strangers. Thank God I had Alexa, who is really, like, my sister. We tell the kids that at work all the time. Yeah, she's my sister. Hello. She's Alexa. I'm Angie. I have black hair. She has black hair. Hers is long. Mine is kind of short. We used to both have the same haircut. Like, this girl is my, like, BFF. L. Like, she has my back. I thought I had this girl's back, and I thought the girl had my back, but clearly we were on two different pages. So it got me thinking, how long was she holding this in for? How long was our friendship to her over? How long did she, you know, think these things about me? After all the things I have done for this girl, this is how she's going to repay me. You should have seen the cussation that I threw at this girl over text. I cussed her out so bad. And it was like, now that I think about it, I'm like, wow, this was useless. I could have just stopped talking to the girl and she wouldn't have minded and I wouldn't have cared. But, you know, I thought this was someone that I could trust. This girl was supposed to be in my life forever. This was supposed to be my sister, like, and this is what she's gonna do and this is how she's gonna repay me? After all the things I've done for her? And all the shit that we've been through? All the good times, all the bad times, we were there for each other, and it was over in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. At the end, I remember this very clearly. At the end of the text, I said, listen, I found something that, you know, fulfills my life. You better go find something that fulfills yours, because you desperately need it. And then that was it. That was the end of a friendship that lasted, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 5.5, almost 6 years of me being friends with this girl. That was it. 2 seconds. Bye. To her, our friendship meant absolutely nothing. It hurt me for a while. It really, really hurt me. Like, how could this girl that I trusted do something like this to me? How could this girl that I thought was my sister be so, like, horrible? And basically, it was just, you know, I wouldn't say a waste of my time, but yeah, it was a waste of my time. Like, if she hadn't gotten me into K-pop and things like that, I wouldn't have done my research about Korea, and I wouldn't have, you know, learned so much about Korea, and I wouldn't be going to be a teacher in Korea right now. Like, I'd probably be lost doing who the hell knows what. So that little tiny fraction of life was, you know, my plan on going to Korea and being a teacher there is, you know, this much, the tiniest sliver, thanks to her. She made a difference in my life. Tiny little difference. But all those other things, completely useless to me. So, why I'm telling you this story is that you have to be careful about who you think is your best friend. Who you think is actually going to be there for you. Who's going to be like the godmother to your children. Who's going to be there at your wedding. Who's going to, you know, be in your children's lives. Who's going to be there for you forever. You gotta be careful about who you're friends with. You gotta make sure that, because all the friends I had in elementary, I'm not friends with anymore. Like, at all. The people who I was friends with in high school, more than half of them, I don't talk to anymore. I talk to 1, 2. I'm pretty sure it's about 2, maybe 3. Back when you're in high school and elementary, you got like 16 billion friends. After high school, it goes down to like 5 or 6. And those 5 or 6 may make it with you till the end of time. You might, this person could be in your wedding like a billion years down the road. Could be there for your children, could be there for you no matter what. But you gotta be careful about who you're friends with, because just because they're your friend now, 5 years, 5.5 years, 6 years from now, they might not be your friends anymore. Shit happens in life, and you really gotta know how to deal with it. I saw the girl one time. She decided to show up at someone else's New Year's Eve party. I said, you know what? I'm gonna be the bigger person. I'm gonna say hello. This has been about, I'm gonna say, almost a year, maybe a year and a half later, after all this had happened. No, it was about a year. I said hi to her. She said nothing. I said, fine. You want to act like a petty bitch? You want to act like a child? Go right ahead. I tried to be civilized with you. You didn't want to have anything with it? Fine. Haven't seen the girl since. The girl has gotten weirder to the point where she has no friends. I think she has 4. Maybe not even 4. I think she has 1. Just 1. None of the friends with that she was, well, like back in high school. Because after I told people about what she had done and what she had said, people were like, well, how could she do that to you? And you were there for her for so long, all this kind of stuff. All the people I was friends with that were also friends with her stopped talking to her. I didn't tell them to, but they saw that she was this, like, deranged person. Like, how could you spend a whole good weekend with somebody, spend so many good years with somebody, they're always there for you, you're always there for them, and then 1 second, just done. You just gotta be careful about who you're friends with, and if things seem to be suspicious, cut it off. Cut it off immediately, because you don't need to go through the pain and, like, the sadness of losing a friend. Because in the end, they're not going to be your friend anyway. So just be very careful, tiptoe around your friendships, because people will go and just stab you in the back. People will change on you. No, don't even think about it. Just, you know, oh, don't like this person anymore. Done. Friendship over. So, yeah. Moral of the story, just be careful. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Yeah. Have a great day.